Okay, so this is going to be a different type of video, and I'm very excited because this is something new to my channel that I actually really want to keep around. I want to give you guys a chance to interact with me more, because yes, I can be a bit shut off. I could be in, you know, a nutshell, but I'm trying to open more so that we can communicate more. We're going to do a Snapchat Q&A today. I'm going to answer all those questions that I asked you guys to ask me on Snapchat. If you don't follow me on Snapchat, you can follow me here. And I asked you guys to ask me some questions. Y'all had mad questions, and y'all had some good questions too. So here are your answers. Here they are. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let go. I'm going to do this completely anonymous. So first question, and don't mind me if I'm looking at my phone. Clearly purple is my favorite color. Color of royalty, duh. Next question is the origination of makeup. Like, where did makeup come from? Like, what's the history of it? Now, if you guys like really think back in time, makeup has been around for a really long time. If y'all think back to the days of Cleopatra and the ancient Egyptians, when you see those mummies, when you see those queens, when you see Cleopatra and the dark eyes, those dark eyes were emphasis of class. Like, the makeup basically emphasized what type of class they were in. If they had on the makeup, like the really bomb makeup, bomb face, powders, they are of a higher class compared to the others. Makeup has been around for the longest. When you think of ancient Egypt, when you think of the geishas from China, like Mulan, that's makeup. Makeup has been around for so long, and back in the day, they used to use so many different products. I'm acting like, you know, I was, you know, born back then, but I'm just informing y'all what I know, okay? Depending on the culture, like the face powders were there to make them look younger. A lot of people, their goal was to look younger versus than what their age really was. The trends that we like now, I guarantee you, give you 2 years, we're not going to like those trends because there's going to be something around. It's like fashion, always evolving. What is the best foundation that's affordable that I recommend for ladies on a budget? For ladies on a budget, I definitely recommend something drugstore. I have to say, when I first started wearing makeup, Revlon Color Stay, that's a foundation that could give you a full coverage look on a budget. And now that I've expanded a bit more in the drugstore world, I haven't like completely expanded, like I tried every single thing in the store, but another affordable foundation is the Maybelline Fit Me. That's a pretty affordable foundation that gives you that same full coverage look. And that one I think has to be like the cheapest foundation I have in my collection. That foundation is $6. Revlon Color Stay is about $11. They both do a really good job, but I really like the Revlon Color Stay because when it dries, it gives me that matte finish. So between those two, Revlon Color Stay or Maybelline Fit Me. Definitely between those. How do you match all of your clients' foundation with all the different colors and different skin? Definitely keeping that communication. When I have a client, first things first, I gotta ask what type of skin that they have. If they have oily skin, obviously I want to adhere to those oils to prevent those oils from shining through. If they have dry skin, I want to make sure I'm not giving them like a primer that's going to make their skin feel extra dry, extra rough. So definitely keeping that communication between myself and the client. And once I have that clarification between the two, then I know how to go. Like if I have an oily client, I'll use a primer that'll adhere to the oily skin. I'll make sure I use my milk of magnesia. If I have a client that has dry skin, I know for sure that I'm not going to use milk of magnesia on that client because they don't have oily skin. They don't have that oil that's going to shine through. Communication, major key. And you got to know your skin type as well. Like when y'all are foundation shopping or when y'all are shopping for like skincare stuff, know what type of skin you have. If you have oily skin like in your T-zone area, your nose, your forehead, and these areas are dry, then you know that you have combination oily skin. If your skin is completely dry all the time and you feel like you always gotta moisturize it, then you know you have dry skin. If your face is oily all over, then you know that your face is oily. It's a matter of you knowing your skin as well, and nobody knows your skin better than you. Do you prefer strip lashes or mink individually applied? Okay, I'm biased towards this question because I have super watery eyes. My eyes are mad sensitive. Like, let anybody touch them, I'm crying a river, bruh. I prefer strip, and I honestly prefer it when I add it on myself because I know how my eyes are. My eyes will not let anybody do anything to. I've never had individual lashes done. I really want to experience it, but the way my eyes are set up, honey, it's not gonna happen. I used to have strip lashes done like a long time ago. Like, y'all know the ghetto lashes. Yeah, I used to have those. I used to rock those. You know, everybody has a stage of the glow up. Even then, when I used to get those applied, yo, I would cry. Not even cry. It wasn't even crying. Like, my eyes were just mad watery. They're mad sensitive. So there's nothing I could really do about that. That's how God made me. So I would prefer strip, honestly. Any recommendations on makeup brushes? Makeup brushes. On a budget, definitely e.l.f. e.l.f. has every single makeup brush that you could possibly think. They have like contour, they have blending, they have concealer brushes, they have foundation brushes. And those brushes range from $1 to $3 max. And I think they have like this new line that came out that's about $10, but that's not even that bad. I would also suggest Morphe brushes. Morphe brushes are really, really, really good as well. Also, Sonia Kashuk. Sonia Kashuk is only sold at Target, and they have like the cute little collections. The way she does her collections by season. It's about 10-12 brushes. That's about $40, so to say, but sometimes you can catch those on clearance at Target. Target is really good for their clearance. So affordable, good makeup brushes to start off with, definitely e.l.f., definitely Sonia Kashuk, and Morphe. Morphe has a brush club that you guys could join for $20 a month. It might seem a little steep, but Morphe brushes are bomb. I mainly use Morphe brushes now, and e.l.f. But don't be asleep as well. There's other outlets. You could definitely check out eBay and get like the brush rolls. You just gotta know how to use them. It's a matter of knowing how to use them and knowing that brushes, just because they say it's a concealer brush, doesn't mean that you could only use it for concealer. Trial and error. Definitely trial and error. Best blending brush. Okay. I'm not sure if you're talking about blending brushes in regards to eye makeup or face makeup, so I'll give both. Best blending brush for your eyes. BH Cosmetics has a really good one as well. BH Cosmetics got good brushes as well too, like the brush rolls, the brush things, those are good. BH has a really good one. Morphe has good ones. Sonia Kashuk has good ones. Best one that I have personally, Morphe. I'll say Morphe. Morphe has different types of blending brushes. Whether it's tapered, whether it's more fluffy, whether it's more dense. Morphe is very versatile when it comes to those. Now, face brush to blend in like your foundation. My favorite foundation brush is the e.l.f. flat top kabuki brush. I'll show you what it looks like. This is what the brush looks like. I love this to apply my foundation. This is only $3. Yeah. Best foundation blending brush. What brushes do I use most and prefer brand wise? As I said, Morphe. I really, really like Morphe. I really, really like Sonia Kashuk. None of my brushes are expensive. None of them. I don't own not one matte brush. I don't own not one like NARS brush or Marc Jacobs brush. I don't own any of those. Most of my brushes are really affordable and they do the job. Not be sleep on Real Techniques brushes as well. Those brushes are mad good. And they're most of the time on sale at Ulta. You can get them buy one get one 50% off. Those brushes are really good as well. There's so many brands of brushes that I use that I can't really say I gravitate towards one because I use different brushes for different purposes. But I could tell you as a whole, I go towards Real Techniques, Sonia Kashuk, Morphe, and BH Cosmetics and e.l.f. What do I use for facial wash? Right now for facial wash, I use the Soap and Glory Vitamin C, and I also use the Neutrogena, I don't know the name, I forgot the name, but it's blue and it has beads in it and it gives you that minty feel after you wash your face. Oh my gosh, I forgot the name. It's a Neutrogena Deep and Clean exfoliating face wash. The Neutrogena one I've used for much longer than the Soap and Glory. The Neutrogena one I really, really like because after I wash my face, I feel like my face is fresh. My face could breathe. My face is like deeply clean, and I use that with a face brush. I cannot stress enough, I love washing my face with a face brush because I feel like it gets deep into my skin and it gets out all that teeny, you know, that needs to get out. What do I implement for my face wash regimen? Depends on what I'm doing. If I'm doing like a deep clean, then I'll use my face wash, I'll use my exfoliator, then I'll mask, and then I'll moisturize my face. But if I'm just like on the go, like in the morning I'm taking a shower, then I'll just wash my face with either the Vitamin C Soap and Glory or the Neutrogena, and most of the time I'm using my face brush to wash my face. If I am getting like a deep clean, then I'll get into my Noxzema so that I could really get that extra dirt out from under my skin. How do you keep your makeup matte? My face is oily. Ask IDK what to do besides MOM. Other than MOM, which I honestly feel like is a holy grail, I would say definitely try different primers to see what works best with your foundation. Because sometimes, honestly, the MOM might counteract with your foundation, or it could be the primer that you're using as well that counteracts with the foundation. Like foundation and primer, it's like finding the perfect match. Honestly, sometimes a primer could work really well with certain foundations. It could work well with this one, but it doesn't work well with another one. I would say prime first and use MOM. If MOM is still an issue, gravitate towards possibly trying the Becca Forever Matte Primer. Y'all could get a sample of that at Sephora before buying the big bottle and spending all your money on it and then you won't like it. So I would say try that, and definitely also be careful with the skin products that you're using. If you're using a lot of skin products that are going to counteract your oil, that might make your oil like profuse more on your face. So it could be a combination of stuff. It could be like your skin products, it could be too much things that are like stripping away the oil, but at the end of the day your oil is always going to fight back, like that's natural. Try different primers to see if it's going to counteract with your foundation. How do you prevent your smile line crease? Everybody gets smile lines. I still get smile lines. It's hard not to, especially when you're having a good time. Like smiling is like beauty, bruh. Smiling is beautiful. Preventing smile lines. I suggest taking an eyeshadow primer and applying it on your smile lines as if like it's like a primer, like a face primer, but obviously that's the eyeshadow one. If I wanted to try to avoid smile lines right now, I'll take like my Urban Decay primer potion and then I will apply that to my smile lines, because you know that primer basically fills in those pores, and then I would add my face primer and then go about my business and so on and so forth. If that doesn't work, definitely make sure you set your smile line. Like when you're baking, take that baking powder and add it on your smile lines so that it could be less adhesive to the world, so to say. Okay, so try those and let me know. Favorite highlighter? That is a very hard question.
Two hours later.
That's so hard. First of all, I have so many highlighters. I can't. Okay, I'll say this. When it comes to favorite highlighter, it depends on the look of the highlighter that I'm going for, okay? There's highlighters that could come out really metallic, like this one. So if I want a metallic one, then I'll go with, you know, my Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kits. Like I'll go with this one, I'll go with Sun Dip, I'll go for that. If I want something more glittery, then I'll go for my Artist Couture Matte Gold Deposit. That's a bomb one. Or the Urban Decay Illuminator Powders. Those are good too. Those are really good. And I'll also go for the Ultimate Glow Kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills as well. It's really hard for me to pick a good highlighter. Like Max Oh Darling, that's a good one, but that one's more on the metallic side. It depends. That's a really hard question because I got a lot of highlighters. Like, that's a question I don't have an answer to because I have so many and I like all of them. I love all of them. So I don't have a favorite highlighter, but I love all of them. Out of all the trips that you've been on, which one is your favorite? Out of all the trips that I've been on that I broadcasted on my YouTube, I would have to say that Haiti is my favorite. That Haiti trip meant a lot to me because before that trip, I haven't been to Haiti since I was about like 3 or 4 years old. And a lot of people look at me and they think that I was born in Haiti, and I wasn't. I was born right here, born and raised in the county of Dade. You feel me? That trip meant a lot because I got to see my culture firsthand. One thing that I'm very prideful of is my culture and the way that my mother raised me and the way that I've been brought up, because I take so much pride in, you know, growing up in a Haitian church. May 18th, I'm dressed up, fresh to death from head to toe, Haitian flag. That's something that I take a lot of pride in. That's something that I'm very proud of. And it's something that I teach my students to be proud of too, because being brought up in a Haitian culture is so rich of tradition, so family oriented. There's nothing that I thank God for more than that. Honestly and truly. But I could definitely say Haiti, hands down, my favorite trip that I have been on, and I can't wait to go back. I can't wait. What is my favorite Haitian food? Ooh, that's hard. Bruh. Favorite Haitian food? Okay. Let's say I'm rolling up to Massillon. If y'all from Dade, y'all know where Massillon at on 163rd. You feel me? If I'm rolling up to Massillon, I'm going to order a tasso teki with extra banana and extra onions. Y'all know that Massillon don't have pickles, they have the spicy onions. So I'm going to order the extra onions. That's if I'm going to a Haitian restaurant. If my mom is cooking something, I'm going to get the tom tom and kalalu. Only certain people know about that tom tom and kalalu. Only certain people. Not everybody, only certain people. I would say between those two, that's my favorite. Legume is pipe too, though. Legume is so pipe. As a Haitian, it's really hard to pick what's your favorite Haitian food because we got so much good food. Bruh, that's hard. That's hard. That is hard. That's hard. What part of the process of doing your makeup do you enjoy the most? Highlighting. Anything glittery, anything shiny, I love. My favorite process is highlighting. When I feel like I don't have enough glow, I'm going to add more glow. If I feel like I don't have enough glitter, I'm going to add more glitter. So I would definitely say highlighting is my favorite part. Favorite. How do you turn putting makeup on into a habit? I feel like that's where your passion comes in. If you really have a passion for something, then you're going to go for it. My passion is still allowing me to grow through makeup and makeup artistry, but I would definitely say having a passion for something. When you really got that love for something, like not everybody's going to have a makeup collection filled with eyeshadows and foundations and all of that. Like you have to have a spot in your heart for something that you really love, something that you really enjoy, something that you really find happiness in, and something that you could really express yourself in. Makeup is something that I have found myself to be able to express myself in. I'm not a talker. I'm not a complainer. I'm not someone that whines. But give me my makeup and I'm going to show you how I feel. And that's real. Do you feel animosity from other women who have chosen a so-called natural look? I don't feel animosity because every woman likes their own thing when it comes to makeup. There's women that like makeup. There's women that don't like makeup. There's women that like a full beat face and like to be extra, like me. And then there's women that could just throw on some powder, throw on some highlighter, throw on a lip, and they're good to go. It adheres towards every single person differently. That's one thing that I love about makeup because it's so versatile. There's no right way, there's no wrong way. Everybody has their own technique and it works for them. I feel like it's like teaching. Cliche, right? Coming from a teacher. I feel like it's like teaching. What might work in my classroom might not work in another person's classroom. It's a matter of being strategic and finding what works best for you and your students. It's a matter of finding what brush works best for me and my face. I might like this brush for my face, but this brush might be too big for another person's face. So it's versatile. There's no right, there's no wrong. It's a matter of finding what's best for you. And I have no animosity towards females that like a natural look. If you like a natural look, go ahead, boo. Go ahead, rock out. Do you. But just know I'm going to be over here in my corner being extra because that's just how I am. How would you explain to women that wearing makeup does not mean you are not comfortable with your skin? This question has two ways. You could look at it in two ways because it depends on the person that's wearing the makeup. There are some women that wear the makeup to hide behind it. There are some women who are not comfortable in their skin. And I'm just being real. I'm not throwing shade or anything of that nature. There are women out there that are not comfortable in their skin. They don't like their skin pigmentation. They might not like their blemishes. They might not like their acne scars. There's some women who do put it on to hide behind that. Now, those women have a different motive as to wearing makeup. Now, people like myself, my real skin, I have no problem with it. That's what God gave me. That's what I'm a rock with. But I wear makeup as a form of art. I wear makeup as a form of expression. I wear makeup as something that I have a passion for. When you see me in my mirror and I take 2 hours to put it on, that's because I want to make sure that I'm enhancing myself. I'm not saying that I don't have beautiful eyes. I'm not saying that I don't have beautiful cheekbones. I'm perfectly fine because 9 times out of 10, I don't wear makeup during the weekday. If y'all follow me on Snapchat, then you see like when I'm in teacher mode, I'm straight regular skin, no eyebrows, this eyebrow's thinner than the other, and that's okay. That's how I was made. Honestly, that question, it depends on the female that we're speaking to. For me, it's not a matter of not being comfortable in my skin because makeup is art. The same way music is art. The same way painting is art. The same way a painter takes that brush and they paint that canvas. Guess what? I'm a painter too. And this is my brush. And this is my canvas. What doors are you striving to open with your channel? I'll be honest with you, when I first started my channel, I felt like there was no one like me on YouTube. I felt like there wasn't a lot of people that I could gravitate to that I can relate to on YouTube. So that's why I created my channel. For my channel, I see myself being a mogul for women like me. And I'm so versatile. You guys could see me here. You guys could see me on the street. You could see me in my classroom. I have so many different avenues, but all of those different avenues create Adasa. All those different avenues create this one person. Yo, I see mad goals. I see collaborating with cosmetic lines. I see myself initially just being a Haitian beauty guru. A lot of people feel as if like, oh my God, you're Haitian? I didn't know Haitians could be that pretty. What? Honey, just because I'm Haitian, don't expect for me to look a certain type of way. And it's so sad because nowadays in 2017, people have these stereotypes, and these stereotypes shouldn't exist because we're in a world with such versatility. We're in a world that's so broad, so grand. Everybody could fit different pieces of the puzzle. So for my channel, I definitely see my subscribers growing. I see my views growing. I see my channels being an outlet for other women in the world, for them to find somebody that they could relate to, which is somebody I didn't have when I first started watching YouTube. And I honestly see my channel being as an outlet to help teach others about makeup. A lot of people are very close-minded about it, but you can't be close-minded because in the world of makeup artistry, baby, you gotta be open-minded. There's so many open-ended strings out there that could lead you in other places that you'll never know. God has my channel, and I know that my channel is going to continue to grow beyond ways that I could have ever imagined. So that was my Snapchat Q&A. If you guys like this, definitely let me know. I'm trying to do this like once a month, once every couple months, and maybe next time I'll gear it to maybe things that are more personal that might actually relate to you on a personal level. So I really hope you guys like the Snapchat Q&A, and make sure you guys like, comment, leave the crowns in the comment section, royal family, because we are all royal around here. And remember, royalty is everything, okay? I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for the subscribers. We're just continuing to grow, and I just can't wait to see where we go as a family.